What, in your opinion, what do you think the strongest lineup with the available players would be for Pep right now, going to Anfield against Liverpool?
Listen, I feel like whatever he does, I don't think it would be the best thing to have Kevin De Bruyne starting from the bench, because truth is, at this point, he should be fighting for his life. I feel like Pep Guardiola is like that guy whom they have put some kind of thick rope in his neck and they're just about to hit the chair for him to, start lingering,
God,
like,
Clinton.
somebody getting hanged.
Jeez.
Sorry, go on. No,
Come
but
on,
it's true,
Clinton.
though. I mean, no, but that's, fam, somebody is
very
literally...
graphic.
No, but what do you mean? What's more graphic than him bringing out blood in front of millions of people watching him, though? Like, I'm just speaking. He brought out blood. Like, even the blood didn't come out by itself. He instructed blood to come out by cutting himself. Do you know how crazy that is, bro? So the truth is, I feel like now he has to come in full force. Yeah. Bring out the best. You cannot afford to draw a game at this point. Like, a draw is a loss for Manchester City. Like, people are going to be making all these numbers and including all the draws as losses, and this cannot be happening to a city like Manchester City. So for me, I would be advising that no matter what happens, forget about this whole, he's still coming back from injury. Don't bring in Kevin De Bruyne when you are 3-0 down or when you are like struggling don't bring the poor man into that kind of pressure. Yeah. Get him to start the game. Because right now, I feel like he's the only person who is available to make the magic happen. Kovacic is still not back, right? So question is, even the defense is not, like, there's a lot that's not working with Manchester City. Yeah. So now I think they need to do some kind of heavy team talk. I know he's usually the guy that screams at them. He's very animated. When you see Pep Guardiola trying to speak to people, I'm sure even you're watching this stuff, you are scared. Like, he needs to speak to them. Like, let them understand that, at this point, we cannot afford drawing a game. We have to win. So anyone who is available, who is good in Manchester City, should be playing. But he should not make the mistake. Because remember, before this last game, I told you guys, if Kevin De Bruyne is going to come in and he brings him, when they are losing, that's exactly what would happen. And, I mean, hang on. Even this last game, no, they were in front when Kevin De Bruyne came.
3-0.
They were in front,
3 goals.
I mean, now, this is when Nigerians will say, water don't pass Gary. Yeah? That's the next phrase you guys need to learn. Water don't pass Gary. I think there's Pep Guardiola, man. I think the players are there. If Kevin De Bruyne was there and they see come back 3-0, I think they need to do some kind of severe talking, around how they are going to move on, eventually, honestly. It's very, I don't know.
Alex, what does Pep Guardiola need to do to win on Sunday? Not even draw, to win. I mean, do you even see it?
No.
Like, I saw your face just there. It can't be. It cannot be. You don't think they stand a chance?
No. Not even, yes, I give them 20% chance. That's about it. I think the way Liverpool have been playing this season, you see what Liverpool have done to teams that have come to Anfield. It's... If it was at the Etihad, I maybe would have said a draw is a possibility, but the fact that it's at Anfield, Liverpool are playing so well, City are in a really bad run of form. They can't seem to win if they play for 4 hours consecutively against I think they wouldn't have got another goal. They might have got another goal against Feyenoord, but they very well could have also lost 4-3. So you look at the rut that City are in and I guess the purple patch that Liverpool are in, it's impossible to see it going any other way. But this is where football plays its tricks and, the unexpected happens. So, we can't discount City completely. They've got, one of the best squads in the world. Before, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, that we were saying, City are still contenders for the title. I think we still are, but a lot less. But I really see this as an uphill challenge for Guardiola and City.
Well, let's take a look at what Arne Slot had to say post-Real Madrid ahead of Manchester City.
So if you are number one in the Champions League and the league table, then
it's true that when it comes to results, we have been in the last 5 games the best performing team. No, I don't think anyone in the last 8 or 9 years, or maybe even longer, would have said that City at home or away. The word easy never comes up to my mind if I think about City. Everybody's looking at their results, and I've seen them as well. But if you face them, and that's what we do, you analyze it, and then I've seen, so for example, against Brighton, they were 1-0 up, could have scored 2 or 3-0, didn't, and then got beaten 2-1 against Tottenham. They could have been, after 20 minutes, 2 or 3 goals up, weren't. And against Feyenoord, that has not happened many times. They were 3-0 up, completely dominated the game, and then all of a sudden, in the end, it was 3-3. So they are still a very, very, very good team.
I think what's concerning about City heading to Liverpool, and I don't know, tell me if you guys agree, is that we saw Manchester City play all right for the first time, I think, in a few games against Feyenoord. You know, until that 70th minute kind of area, they were okay. They were connecting more. They were able to score. We saw Haaland get on the board. They looked like they had a little bit more in them. I'm not talking about, you know, City of last season in no regards, but there was something more going on with City for the first time in what felt like a long time. Whereas Liverpool, we saw them play not really good football. The front three were completely unnoticeable against Real Madrid and wiped the floor with them. And do you know what I'm trying to say? So now you have a City that could have nearly lost to Feyenoord, but they probably played the best football they have in like 6 or 7 weeks, going up against a Liverpool who looked like they were just having fun, kind of playing some, you know, Sunday league football against a Real Madrid.
For me, I think with that Manchester City football on that day, I wouldn't really say that they played the best they've played in weeks. The truth is, Feyenoord, I think they were just poor from the start, and they made it look like City were doing really good. And that's exactly the reason why when they came in the second half, Feyenoord felt like they had something had woken up in them. Maybe the manager did trigger something in them, and they came back and felt like, you know what, let's actually wake up, right? Because you're not waking up to the best team in England anymore. Yeah. You're waking up to a weak Manchester City. And you can't let a weak Manchester City win you with this crazy goal differences. Like, this is 3-0. Like, it takes extreme courage. It takes some level of determination to go into the locker room, know that you are down 3-0, and still come with the mentality of, I'm still going to try to either draw this game or win it. Like you said, if they give Manchester United, Feyenoord like an extra 10 minutes, they probably would have won the game, you know. And I would always come up with these example from what's happened in the FA Cup, was it semi-finals with Manchester United, Coventry, when they were 3-0 down. You know, these guys literally came back, three goals, and they still scored an extra one. This is Coventry. So it's to tell you that sometimes, you know, you might, you're playing bad does not mean that your position team are playing so well. It's just because you're still sleeping, you're not woken up yet. And that's what Feyenoord did. Manchester City, whether we like it or not, they're still very weak. Because even, and when I say they are weak, they're extremely weak. Because even as of 2-3 seasons ago, Manchester City's weakness could still win some of the best in Europe.
Absolutely.
On a good day. Do you see it? So, I just think that them facing Liverpool is going to be, I already pity for Manchester City. I'm just going to give them some level of benefit of the doubt to say, okay, maybe if you guys, which usually happens, you will see Manchester United playing some kind of easy championship team and they're struggling. But when they face Chelsea, they face Arsenal, something wakes up in them. So that's what I'm hoping that would happen with Manchester City, you know, this weekend, where they are going to be like, all right, cool, this is Liverpool. You know, they've been the best, both in the Champions League and in the Premier League. You know, we need to now buckle up. We are not going to slip up. We are not going to be weak. We are going to literally play the game from the start to the finish. That is what I'm banking on for them this weekend.
All right. Gary, give us a score prediction here.
For which of the games?
Manchester City and Liverpool.
Of course. Just 2-0.
Just. You know it's bad when they say just 2-0. Just 2-0 for Liverpool.
Just 2-0.
Alex Ashmore?
I'm going to go for...
Oh, no!
I'm stuck here, you know. I'm going to go 3-1
Oh, I
Liverpool.
thought you said 4.
Oh,
I thought you said 4.
No.
I'm gonna go 4.
3-1
Oh,
Liverpool.
right.
3-1 Liverpool. Quickly, guys, on YouTube, drop your score predictions and we'll check them out too.
Oh, that's still
Clinton.
2-0. That's technically still 2-0, right?
Stop. 2-0 for Gary for Liverpool. 3-1 for Liverpool. Alex, is what you said?
Yeah, 3-1.
Clinton?
Nah, funny enough, I had Alexis scoreline. That's what I was going to say initially. But I think I'm going to go for 2-2.
A draw.
Yeah.
What's telling you a draw in this one?
I don't know. I'm just feeling like what will be happening on that day is everybody knows everybody knows Liverpool.
Yeah.
Right. That front three, they are pretty much very fast, and they're just going to be attacking. You know, even their midfielders are literally. I can tell you that I can count up 3 of their midfielders who can literally play as strikers if they need be. Like these guys are really that good, right? And I just see Manchester City suffering on that day, and what they're going to be doing is a lot of them. The ball is just going to be literally played on the Manchester City half, and it's just going to be them defending, right? And every single opportunity they would have for counter, that's what they are probably going to dwell on to score goals. Like it's just listen, Haaland is going to be so quiet in that game. He's just going to be waiting for the balls to come. Kevin De Bruyne, who's meant to be doing the magic, right? He might be having issues actually being on the ball. Not to talk about
If he's on the pitch.
well, like if he's on the pitch, that's the next thing. And fact is, you don't really have like I can't pinpoint to you that there's any midfielder right now that can give the equivalent of what Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri partnership would bring for Manchester City. It's not going to happen. So I see. I mean, do I even see Haaland battling Konate and Van Dijk? Like, yes, I understand that he can be tough. He's massive. He can do whatever. But these two guys are also tough. Like these are, to me, these are the toughest. I would rather face a Saliba and Gabriel than facing a Konate versus Van Dijk. Like these two are. I mean, look at some of the memes that were coming out from yesterday's match. One of them actually said, like obviously you know the memes, they put Van Dijk's face, said you know he had to pass the ball to Mbappe when he was bored, and he went and took it back. Like these are solid guys, and then now you now have Conor Bradley joining them. Like listen, Man City will suffer, right? And like I said, it's going to be one of those opportunities where it's either going to be maybe one penalty for Manchester City, and they are not going to miss it this time. It's going to be a goal, and maybe some miracle goal for maybe Bernardo Silva or something. Like it's just one of those things, and they might be lucky they would end up drawing the game. Somebody is saying that Konate has injury.
Konate and Conor Bradley are not 100% for City. We still have a couple of days too.
It's a good job they have, what's his name, that English lad? Oh, Trent. Come in. That's not a bad replacement, eh?
Trent's going to Real Madrid. That's why he didn't.
Makinde's going to piss me off. You know what he's saying now, right?
Saying?
You know, anytime I speak about Real Madrid, everyone is like, you hate Madrid. I'm genuinely happy for Real Madrid. I'm trying to see my team.
Marquinhos had a rough.
And my man is saying,
it's because...
He's
had a rough night. Leave him alone. He's had a rough night.